All right, guys, welcome to our tutorial session recording video. We're going to explain to you guys how to actually participate in our tutorial session. So you guys are very familiar with our Jamboard that we've been using throughout our time together here in Avid. So today we are actually going to be using the Jamboard to facilitate our tutorials. So for our roles today, I will be playing our tutor. Mr. Nash, Ms. Hernandez, and Ms. Guidry are our group role members, and Ms. Talaferro is going to be our student presenter. So as we're getting ready to start off our tutorial process, as a tutor, I would say, Ms. Talaferro, please go ahead and type your POC in the POC box above.
Thank you. My point of confusion is, how do I solve for x if 2x plus 5 equals 25?
Okay, once you have typed in the box, make sure that you guys are clicking off that text box so that it updates the Jamboard for all of our group members. So, Ms. Talaferro, have you written your POC? Awesome. All right, so this is where our group members, we do have a section labeled group member questions. Our group members, you guys are going to click on where it says sticky notes. You guys are going to choose your color, and you are going to ask Ms. Talaferro a question. So once you've typed your question, you'll hit save and then cancel to close out of it. And so our group members, as you're posting your stickies, let's go ahead and ask Ms. Talaferro those questions.
Oh, Ms. Talaferro, my question is, do you know how to isolate x on one side of the equation?
No, I do not.
Ms. Talaferro, my question is, do you have any notes with you that go along with these types of questions?
Yes, I have some notes.
Do you have those with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Ms. Talaferro, my question to you is, do you recall the rule of thumb of what you do to one side, you have to do to the other?
Yes, I remember that. But I'm not sure where it goes or when to do it.
Okay, so it seems like, Ms. Talaferro, you're stuck of what your first step would be. Does that sound correct?
Yes.
Okay, so who can give Ms. Talaferro a question to help guide her in doing our first step?
Ms. Talaferro, when you look at the problem, do you notice two sets of numbers that look very similar?
Yes. The 5 and 25.
So then if they're similar, could you subtract 5 from the left and then following what Ms. Hernandez said, subtract 5 from the 25?
Yeah, so I could do 2x plus.
Okay, so I think what Ms. Talaferro was saying was that she was going to have 2x equals 20. Does that sound correct, Ms. Talaferro?
5 minus 25?
Mm-hmm. All right, so that looks awesome, Ms. Talaferro. So then what would our new equation be after we've solved for subtracting the 5 from both sides?
it would be 2x equals x equals 20.
That is correct. So what other questions can our group members ask to help Ms. Talaferro complete our solving for x?
Ms. Talaferro, do you remember what you need to do to isolate the x to get it on one side all by itself? Do you remember that step, what that is?
Well, I remember that 2x is the same as 2 multiplied by x, but I'm not sure how to do it on both sides. Do I multiply on both sides, or?
Well, so Ms. Talaferro, if you know what's happening, in this case the multiplying, what would you do that's the opposite of it?
Divide.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I would do 2x divided by 2 equals 20 divided by 2. And then that would be x equals 10.
That is awesome. All right, so it looks like we've solved for x. So let's go back and let's talk about our steps. So Ms. Talaferro, what was the first thing that you did?
The first thing I did was my goal was to isolate the variable, the x, step 1. So I subtracted 5 from both sides.
Okay.
Okay, and then I divided 2 by both sides. And then that isolated x.
Okay. Nice job, guys. So as we're going through the tutorial process, today we saw several things. First, we had our initial point of confusion, which is something that you don't necessarily understand, or it could be a question that you might be struggling with or not sure how to do. That's where we're going to get our initial question, and that solving piece, that was where Ms. Talaferro was confused on that first step. Our group members use questioning and use those good CASAS questions to guide Ms. Talaferro along to solve her question. We reviewed and we solidified our thinking by going back and looking at our steps. And so as you guys are doing this, you guys will go to a new Jamboard for each student after you complete each tutorial session. Thanks, guys. I cannot wait to see what we do in our tutorials this year.